Last time on the Empire Initiative, Dart brought the rest of the crew to meet Danks and undergo his sniff test. Barring some concerns about Boulder, they were approved and even offered shelter in his reliquary, if only temporarily. Eager to finish the nap that had been so rudely interrupted, Danks left our heroes to discuss their situation and plot their next move. Having received several letters from allies, the Crusaders now know that the Emperor has tapped some of their diplomats' pouches, delaying correspondence. With tensions running high, Talon was interrogated further to confirm if they can truly trust him. The only thing left is to figure out how to lure out Lokara. This is episode 30, Clever Girls.
I mean, it's like the afternoon, I suppose. Danks is not up yet, and you guys have been discussing things for some time. Talon asked for some space.
I told him that he has time to think.
Yes.
And he kind of like has, found a tree to sit on the other side of. And he's there smoking a joint.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Just like, fuck.
I just imagine that Ben Affleck meme where he's like smoking a cigarette outside.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
exactly. Yeah,
super
that's
disheveled.
Talon. That's Talon right now.
I will say, I do think that we should get Edmund and Tace here right away.
Mm-hmm.
Because Tace is the one that can do the circle, the teleportation circle. Whatever's going on, I don't have good feelings about letting it wait.
Mm-hmm. I agree. There's a safe space here. Would Great Stone Dragon be okay?
You want to wake him up?
Verdanks, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to wake him
I
up.
don't want to wake him up. Maybe we should wait till he's awake.
You need to have this meeting, right now.
I mean, we could rest, but he said...
Well, sorry.
No.
I was going to say that he stressed that time is of the essence. However, there's a delay to the message. So even
It's
if
like a day and a half delay.
Oh, no, it's about half a day.
Oh.
So even if you sent the message now, it's not getting to him until the morning. So you wouldn't be able to have the meeting tonight. It wouldn't get to him in time.
Well, in my mind, that's okay then. Probably more ideal, because a certain stony someone will be awake.
Mm-hmm.
Stony?
Stony. It's been in my head this whole time.
Man, they're gonna kill me.
Great Stone Dragon.
Have you awakened? Fuck. The stranglehold that Mulan has on us.
Trying to restrain myself, guys.
Me too. Oh, God. Okay. When we were at Seven Brew, on the sign, it was like, who's your favorite Disney character? And I'm like, Mulan. And she was like, it's too easy. You can't choose Mulan. I'm like, what the hell? It's not Cricky.
Chinpo.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
Anyway. Yeah, so.
Can I say Sora?
I mean, Black Panther has 3 votes on that thing.
Also, Riku.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Riku would. Wait, yeah, I guess Riku would count, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You meant all of Disney? I changed my answer to Tag Along. That was the littlest bunny sister from the Robin Hood movie.
Nice.
And she had a little bunny that she carried with her. You know, the one in blue?
Mm-hmm.
You know, she was the best.
Awesome.
Would match your shirt right now.
That was one of my, profile picture on my live journal. God, I'm old.
I love it when we bring up live journal.
Bring it back.
It never left. We did, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we play D&D. Now let's go.
Yeah.
Really live journal.
So, do we want to send a letter to Edmund under the presumption that Danks will say that it's okay for us to hold a meeting here?
Oh, me? I guess.
You will need to send him the circle, like the drawing of the circle as well.
Jesus Christ.
So you will either need to like either make the circle now and then copy it, or make the circle on the paper and then copy it later.
I mean, I can copy perfectly anything.
True.
But real quick question, DM. Does this mean that one of us has to have the teleportation circle spell?
No, because you have the scroll.
Okay.
So, but you would have to you'd have to draw the runes.
Okay.
Like, you may not be powerful enough to handle that, to do that spell on your own, but you still know the spell well enough to draw the runes.
Okay.
And each circle that you make is unique, so that they can be connected, So,
And do we need to be stealthy about hiding the circle in the thing? Is his stuff being monitored?
well, so he sent you guys a message through Razalax's diplomat's pouch, which is
uncensored,
currently it's currently safe.
Yes, let's go, Raz.
So, Taze sent his familiar with the message to Razalax, with another message to Razalax telling him about what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
And Razalax sent it on as he was, asked to. And when Razalax receives your response, he will give it to Tace's familiar, who will immediately leave to deliver the message.
Hence the delay.
Yeah.
I'm understanding. Okay.
This is their workaround. It's the
Smart.
best thing that they could come up with.
Okay.
That being said, if you draw the circle on the paper and just make sure you recreate it wherever, it doesn't necessarily have to be where you are now. It could be anywhere, as long as the circle matches the one that they have.
I mean, I can recreate it perfectly. That is one of my things.
Right.
So I'm not
that
too worried
being said,
about
you
that.
don't have to guarantee that it's in the reliquary. If it's just a really nice,
I think it would be best
convenient
if we didn't do it in the reliquary. I don't feel comfortable. The less footprint, the less involvement we have in this space, the better. And that includes magical things within the space. So I think we should at least move to the front chamber of the cave.
Okay. I'm fine with that. Anything to not step on the dragon's toes.
Yes. Don't want to mess up the dragon. We don't want to mess up this beautiful space that we've promised to keep safe.
I'm in agreement.
Okay.
So are you sending the correspondence? And is there anything else you'd like to include in your message to Edmund?
I would like to include a thing about how proud of him I am.
Aw.
And how I've heard that he is standing firm in his morals and in his values that he holds so dearly, and that he has grown up so much since the first day we met him.
It's crazy what a few short months will do.
Amen.
Any word from the king?
To Edmund?
And or Tace.
Oh, hey, Tace.
If she can do smoochies.
I mean, you guys can send that kind of stuff straight to him.
Oh, I do. I'm just like,
You don't have to. That is not a secret. Oh, hi, Rain.
I have an idea, though. You go.
I don't feel like it would be a good idea for me to be like, this better be more important than the salvation of my people. But no, probably don't. Probably don't write that.
Those are inside dart thoughts.
Tallerin, who was sitting by himself for about 20-30 minutes or so, kind of sheepishly walks up to the group and is like, hey, Zevari?
Yeah.
Can I talk to you for a second? Just you and me?
Oh, okay.
Would that be okay?
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Thanks. I found a nice tree.
I'll follow your lead.
So Talrin will lead you over to, like, just, you know, a nice wide tree. Just something big enough for you guys to, like, step behind and have the illusion of privacy. He's like, I don't know. Everything's really hard right now. And I don't know, I felt like maybe, I don't know, maybe you get it a little bit more than, like, your companions do.
Was that right? I thought that was the most down to earth one.
Tread carefully, son.
We're not there.
I know. My ears pricked up when he said nice tree. My non-existent ears.
Mm-hmm.
Your holes.
My holes. I don't like the way that sounds. My hands pricked up when he said nice tree. None of that sounds good.
The whole tear canal.
Ugh.
A certain subsect of the fandom's gonna go crazy at this.
That really fills my canals, if you know what I'm saying.
I hope I don't.
The AO3 tag is going crazy.
Shit.
Keeping it lighthearted today.
Fanfic writers,
Don't send it to us. Other than that, do whatever you want.
right,
Send
I
it to me.
appreciate you guys. Thanks. Send it to Ryan.
Send it to Ryan.
Amphibian King or whatever.
Amphibiking. Amphibiking 37 at Blue Sky.
There we go. Yeah.
Man, you thought artists were excited before.
The fanfics. Dastardly deeds.
I don't want it. That's no. Okay, let's.
I'm sorry. All right, I'll stop.
No more lightheartedness.
Fuck, I don't even know where we were.
Talent.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very flattered that you think that I might relate to you more. Most people don't say that. I'm sure you can imagine.
It's just like you were the only one that, like, I don't know,
You're
didn't make me, I don't know, feel like shit, I guess.
well.
Except that one time.
I mean, yeah, you scared the shit out of me, but, like,
I mean,
we're past that, right?
I think we are. That's up to you, honestly.
I hope so. Otherwise, I just really, fucking shot myself in the foot with an arrow.
No, none of that. But you can understand why my companions are so passionate about this, right?
I mean, yeah, I get it. It's just,
I can understand it's hard seeing the other side of things when you didn't even have any inkling that things were this wrong.
I guess it's just kind of like, I don't know. I just, I love my family.
Of course.
And I think the world of them, honestly. Like, even though I have issues, with my dad or whatever, like, I still love him.
Yeah.
And I still think he's a good man. And, I don't know. I guess I try to be a good man. I don't know. It's not really like, I'm just trying to, like, serve my people, protect, my people. I mean, we're not like monsters.
No one group of people are monsters.
Yeah, how do I move on from, how do I cope with, how do I even wrap my head? It's not like we, like, knew. I mean, did we? I mean, did I? It's just kind of like, I don't know. We were just told that it, like, it didn't really, like, that they didn't really.
They didn't specify.
I guess it's more like it's like, they're not people.
Mm-hmm.
That's like
that's what you were taught.
I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like I ever saw them like talking to each other. Like, you know, I didn't work down there. I didn't know that like they had like culture and society. And I mean, I'm not trying to like.
Well, then I do have a question. Now that you do know, how does that make you feel?
Well, I just.
Forget what that may mean in regards to your family. Just seeing these people, which I know it's hard to think about them as that. They are people, though. They have culture, they have language, they have deep personal bonds.
Right. I mean, and honestly, that is like, I get it, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, that is something that I've been able to like see.
Yeah.
With my own eyes.
Yeah,
you're
not stupid.
So it's not that I disagree with the notion that the current state of things is bad. It's just, I don't think we're bad. Or are we? Am I a bad guy?
That is a very multifaceted question, depending on who you ask. To somebody like Boulder, irrevocably, yes. All orcs are bad, including you. Boulder is on the extreme side of things, though. We can agree on that.
I mean, sure, he's like a kid, right?
They're all kids.
Yeah. It's fucking sad. I mean, I'm thinking about my younger siblings that are about to be born, and like...
You can imagine how this kind of life would roughen you up.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've been roughed up a bit.
But nothing like what they've gone through.
Well, no.
Yeah, nobody should have to go through what they've gone through. And your question, if you're a bad person, I am not somebody that can answer that for you, unfortunately. But what I can say and point out is you see these people, you are starting to understand their plight, even if it's just a little bit, starting to wrap your head around it. Would a good person turn their back on these people, knowing what you know? And if you're comfortable, ignoring that, then I think that's all the answer that you need on the matter.
I mean, I know what, like, I feel like it's obvious what the answer would be in that sense of, like, what a good person would do. But, like,
not necessarily a good person could also see this, decide that they don't want to get involved, but their family should leave, and you just take your family and run. There is no one answer for what a good person does.
My family is intrinsically tied to the feudal system. Like, we, you
benefit from the system.
Well, we're part of the structure.
I understand
if that makes sense. Like, it's not like I couldn't extricate my family from the society. It's we're a cornerstone of it. We're a large piece of the culture, and I don't want to extricate my family from the culture. I don't want to leave my people behind. I like our holidays. I like, our music and our culture, and I like the games that we play, and like I like my bros back home. Like, I don't think, like, I don't want to give that shit up, and of course I shouldn't turn my back on the Frogkin, and it's not like I'm suggesting that I should. It's just a matter of I'm not going to, like, raise a sword to my own people, and I'm not going to leave them. Like, I feel like it's worse to turn my back on my own people who I could expect better from, right?
I think it's fair to expect better from them. Maybe leaving isn't an option. Maybe, this is a big maybe, if we're lucky, of course, leading is a better option. Lead by example, that things can be different, but still fulfilling and good. Do you think you say that, your family, your community is full of good people?
Yeah.
I don't know if those good people would be okay with the frog farms continuing if they really saw what was going on. And there's no way that they would ever know unless somebody tells them, leads them to a better way.
Yeah, it's just, I am just one guy.
And every movement starts with just one person.
I don't know. It's a lot,
Of course. And I don't want you to think that I'm trying to walk you into one way of thinking because it would benefit me. Trust me, it would. But this is something that you need to make peace with yourself. Knowing that a culture and a community that you love so much is wronging people, doing horrible things. It's hard to deal with. It is something I'm currently dealing with myself. So I understand feeling conflicted any which way you look at it.
He's like folding his arms and he's starting to breathe a little bit heavier, and he's like looking away from you almost as if, he's trying to run from the intensity of his feelings. And he's just like, but what if I tell them and I try to change them and they don't care? What if it's true? What if we really are monsters? What if I can't change them? I'm scared to face that idea that my people could be beyond saving.
Nobody is beyond saving. Not if if these people are people that really worth having your faith and your love in, then they are worth changing. They are capable of it.
But what if they don't want to? What if they let me down? Like, what if they kill me for being a dissenter?
Then sometimes you have to let them go.
It's terrifying.
You have to let them go sometimes.
How can I let everything go? And am I strong enough to walk away if they...
When you know what you're doing is right, you will find inner strength. I kind of slowly put like my hand on his back, like in a comforting way. And I'm hitting him up with that guidance.
It's warm.
It's comforting.
He kind of like, shudders a little from the warmth.
The people that want to be better, do better. They'll hear your message. They won't push you away. They won't try to kill you for dissenting. You can't change everyone's mind, as you know, unfortunately, but you can't force it either. You just have to put faith in the people that you love, that they are capable of change.
And if their desire to change is more than their fear of Vryn and the Emperor and my father, it's complicated.
Yeah.
The most fucked up thing is that it doesn't matter that it's complicated.
Yeah.
Children are fucking dying, right?
Yeah.
So... Fuck. Like, I'm such an asshole. I'm freaking out about, it's just...
It's okay to grieve what you thought you knew.
Can I have a hug?
Of course. You can have a cry too if you'd like.
I don't know if I'm there yet.
Hey, it'll happen eventually.
Oh, probably.
Come here. Bring it in.
He will
she looks like she's doing uppies and from his perspective.
He sort of scrunches himself down so that he can be in the small part of the hug,
Yeah.
And he's just like...
Little spoon, best spoon.
That's a man. That's an adult man.
And he's not crying, but he's misty-eyed. And he's like, I miss my mom. She thinks I'm dead.
Hopefully that it is a misunderstanding that we can rectify soon. When my own mother thought that I was dead, I know she was distraught beside herself. So I understand that guilt.
Thanks.
Not too bad for the scariest woman, you know?
Yeah, I'm still a little scared. Good. You you make like a really good big sister.
I've been told that before.
Cuts to Zalia, playing the harp.
He pats Zavari's shoulder. And yeah, somewhere Zalia is playing the harp.
Thinking about her big sister.
And Talron's like, thanks, I think I do need to have that cry. Can you, scoot?
Oh. Say less.
Thanks.
Lights a joint.
Yeah. Hey, here's another one. I have a ton of these and they're all stale.
Yeah. You know what? Sometimes stale is appropriate.
Just to soak up these tears.
So emo. Zevari will scoot her boot. She will give him privacy to cry underneath the big nice tree and return to her companions.
So as Talron and Zevari were having a conversation,
I want to prepare a message for Tace.
Okay.
Because I was like, hey, Tace. And then I stopped and I thought about Tace and his love of learning and level of detail. And I have been drawing eyes in my journal. I do have a question for God.
Sure.
Did it feel, when Rain was connected to the hive mind, did it feel that the eyes were in relation to how far they were away from Emperor Dane? Because in my brain is they're all connected and they're different veins of the hive mind. But that's just the way that I'm imagining it. And I just wanted to make sure that I was on the same page if it wasn't. Not in ranking closeness, but geographically. Or either. I don't know.
I guess I would say that... Okay, here's what I would say. I would say that it's not clear whether or not there is a geographical correlation with the eyes. However, you do recall that some of the eyes were grouped a little bit, right? It was a ton of eyes, but there were groups of eyes that weren't the same eye. And that potentially that would be that could yield some information, I guess. It's definitely something that especially now after drawing it, you're remembering specific patterns, the red dragon eye was with the, blue, whatever, that kind of thing.
I start drawing, I want to draw the patterns. Like that kind of patterns, eyes are with certain eyes and not necessarily that there are clusters. So can you explain what you just explained one more time? I'm sorry.
So basically in a sort of, you were in sort of a realm that is unlike the one that you currently live in. And the eyes were sort of they were just open. It was just the part of the eye that you see with no other anatomy attached. Right. And they were a dome around you. Imagine an
amethyst dome.
then the eyes opened up sort of like just in the air around you as if they were all looking at you. And like there were groups of eyes, like if that makes sense. Like some of them were like standalone, but some of them were like kind of closer to each other. And there was a little bit of a separation. So you could see like, oh, like there's a group of like, 3 different eyes here, like a lizard eye, a human eye, and like an orc eye or whatever, right? Like, or this group over here they all look like elven eyes, and so that there's maybe some kind of maybe that has some kind of significance. Maybe it's not random, like the grouping of the eyes, but you don't know if it's like geographical. But you did notice that it wasn't completely random, the placement of the eyes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's kind of what I was,
So I can't send him all of the eyes, like to like prepare a message to send quickly. So I thought about just sending them 5 sets of eyes. 1, the Emperor's eyes. And potentially a little bit of the Emperor's face. It's obscure enough that like you could tell it's the Emperor, but it might not be the Emperor. Just in case it gets like...
Since they're monitoring this stuff.
Well, it's going to Razalax. It's going to...
Oh, okay.
But in case it gets like intercepted, I don't know. I'm just trying to prepare. And then 2 closest to him and 2... like 1 like from a different cluster,
like further away.
Yeah, because like of course the closer they are, the more likely he's gonna have to people in the hive mind. But maybe the people like further away aren't people that they would suspect. Anyways,
right? I see what you mean.
And I just like included like a note like, hey, I connected to some form of hive mind. And I've never met him, but from what I understand of everything, this might be the Emperor. But I'm not sure really what all it means, but here are some eyes that I saw. They all saw me but I saw them. And so I thought that maybe this might, I don't know. I can keep sending you the eyes, but these are the ones that I thought that maybe would be of interest of you. Maybe you know who they are.
Okay. Yeah, that can definitely be sent off.
We've already talked about it, but you're like, I don't want to hear about it. Because right after it happened, I was like, Zevari, there's hundreds of eyes. And you were just
she was like, I can't deal with this right now. Yeah.
So Raina's waiting for the proper time to bring it back up, but instead she's going to talk to her boyfriend.
My man.
Dart, you got something? What were you doing while they were talking?
Well, first of all, the fact that you didn't mention the frog legs is crazy to me.
It's not about me right now.
Were you listening in?
No, I guess not. What was Dart doing? You're consoling Talrin. You're writing a letter to Tace. Did we sleep? Or did I just like...
It's like...
it's the
it's
afternoon,
like late afternoon.
right?
It's getting ready to be sundown.
So like what? I'm with the kids, I guess?
So the frogkin are in the cave, by like the river area, and they have like scooped up some water and poured it all over the ground, or splishing and splashing in little like puddles that they made. And you told them not to use the fresh water, so they didn't, or the fancy water, so they didn't use that. But yeah, so they're all kind of hanging out in the cave, and Freppa, if I remember correctly, was like, oh, I can, kind of distract them and get them like, together for like a story or, some kind of activity. And Jamvet was practicing.
Who was keeping them distracted?
I was just say, wait a minute.
When Talrin was reading the book, or he's telling a story?
Dappa?
Dappa, yes.
Okay.
Sorry, yes. Dappa, and Jamvet is playing her new instrument, kind of practicing with that. And try not to be too loud because the dragon did kind of...
Rustled a little.
Yeah. The ant, they are the dark red frogkin. Ant is Boulder's, like, second in command, essentially. They're, like, the next oldest. And Ant is doing drills with their spear. And the rest of them are sort of kind of just using this time to relax a little bit, considering how safe this place feels.
It's probably the first time they've ever felt safe.
Boulder is sitting very still. He does this sometimes. And his eyes are open and doesn't seem to be reacting to anything.
I gotta talk to Boulder, don't I?
Up to you. Somebody ought to.
I do not have, like, a speech prepared. But, like, I guess I need to tell Boulder something. Boulder?
He licks his eye. Yes, my king. I'm sorry. Yes, Dart.
There's no good way to approach this. I'm confident that it's going to be upsetting for you, and to be honest, it's difficult for me to accept as well. I guess I want to preface with that.
I'm confused.
So
Have I done something to displease you?
No, nothing off the top of my head. We can look into it. No, I'm just kidding. So what I want to talk to you about is the possibility that, like, the freeing of the frog folk might have to be achieved through, like, not killing. And I know that that's, like, not what you had in mind, what with your all-consuming hate being your overall drive in this world. But as much as they may seem like they deserve it for what they've done, and what they've done is, you know, indisputably horrific, the greater goal, I think, to bear in mind is not your, like, quest for vengeance, but the freedom of the frog folk. You have to make a choice about which of those two things is really more valuable.
You are expecting us to be able to negotiate our way out of this. Is that correct?
Well, I'm just looking at the numbers of this thing.
Dart, do you really believe that a creature capable of such things can be reasoned with?
Well, you know, that's difficult to say. But what I do know for sure...
What stops them from repeating their transgressions?
Before we get to
they
that...
get hungry. They know an easy way out. Why wouldn't they take it? I would take it.
Just slow down. Slow down. Give me a chance to respond.
He seems like a little agitated.
I just think that we have to contend with the reality that, like, the six of us can't defeat thousands of orcs. Like, it can't happen. We don't have the power.
I know.
As great of a king as I may be, there's got to be an alternative path to victory.
I anticipated my plan taking many, many years, possibly beyond my own lifetime.
Right. I feel like we probably want to rescue them sooner than that. So
of course that would be ideal.
So
it takes time to create a new world.
Yeah, it does. It does. And, you bring up some good points. Finding them an alternative source of food is going to be sort of a linchpin in the plan, so to speak. Like, if we can't get them to stop viewing us as food, then all of it will be for naught. You're right about that. But we can't kill 10,000 orcs in a week. We can't do it.
Why does it have to be in a week?
Well, because I'm king of more than just the frog folk. And there's a lot of people depending on me. And I can't be everywhere at once. As much as I wish I could be. And so, my hope is to free the frog folk and help them figure out a better life, but also do that, for a variety of other peoples who also suffer their own forms of oppression, who have their own quote-unquote orc problems.
Go then, be a king.
I'm not going anywhere without the frog folk.
Everything was going well.
I'm not going anywhere. This is why I wanted to talk to you, because I want to help you. And I feel like I want someone as loyal and determined and strong as you by my side as I go forward. But there's more to being a leader than just being strong and kicking ass.
It gotta be hard.
Fun as those things may be.
Oh, sure. It's not really something I'm good at.
But you
if
could
I'm
be.
being honest.
But you could be.
Killing, that's what I'm good at.
That's
what I am.
I hate to make this reference, but stuff can do two things.
I love to make that reference.
You can do more than kill. Take the little ones, for example. They look up to you. Is the future you want for is the future you want for them to just all be killers?
I want them to survive. And I know what that will entail.
No, you think you know. You guess.
It's not as if I like this. It is necessary. We can have fun in 20 years when this is over with.
It's just,
But we have a responsibility. We have to put that aside. We can't be versatile. We need to fight. We need to be strong. And then hopefully one day we can earn versatility for our people again. Maybe we don't have to kill every orc, but we have to kill the ones responsible.
Yeah,
for creating this system.
Pretty likely. Pretty likely.
Vryn has haunted me for months, years.
And Vryn and Lokara and probably others are going to get what's coming to them, I have no doubt. I'm just saying that we need to think about what comes after.
And you expect your orc friend to raise his blade against his people?
Who said friend? Just... I don't know how this is all going to play out. I'm just saying that I need you to be able to support my vision. And that may not be exactly what you were hoping for.
He looks pissed. But he says, very well, I will stay my blade at your command.
It's like, you can't do this on your own, and I can't do this without you. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have to find some way to, meet in the middle.
Compromises. new for me. I will stay my blade. That much I can promise.
And I can promise you that there will be orc blood spilled. I can pretty much guarantee it. But my highest priority is not killing orcs, it's guaranteeing frog folk freedom and future. That's all I'm saying.
Croak.
A very moody croak.
It's like, and you immediately, you're like, that is that teenage fucking scoff kind of croak. But he's not arguing with you. This is as close as he can come to conceding at the moment.
There's a part of me that just wants to be like, I am your king!
That sure will get reaction.
That works every time.
Yeah. I'll do as you say. Just stay true to your word.
True to your heart.
You must stay true to your heart.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Calling out for egg rolls.
Can I have a gun? I like it.
Yeah, I bet you fucking do.
Just you hear Zevari saying that.
You know what? That seems like an adequate reward for a successful campaign. If we manage to free the frog folk and accomplish the goal I've set forth, then going forward, you will need a gun. For sure.
So you're gatekeeping the best tool you have. Just, okay. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, Dart King.
First of all, definitely not the best tool I have. Probably the most fun tool I have, but definitely not the best tool I have.
Is it your tongue? Purr.
Ribbit.
No, I'm simply saying that a warrior who proves himself will be rewarded. That's all I'm saying.
Indeed.
Have fun
I look
getting
forward
it
to
done.
earning it. I will show you that I will wield it like no other.
Good luck, buddy. You're gonna need it.
And that's when Dart introduced him to gun kata.
Is that forms like a kata, like but with like guns and stuff?
There was a movie years ago. Sean Bean was in it. And I think what's his name? Christian Bale was in it, called Equilibrium. It's about a dystopian society where people are not allowed to feel emotion. And there's like this, Christian Bale's like a guy who goes and dispatches people who feel emotion, and then ends up being a person who feels emotion himself. It's a whole thing. But the like fighting style in the movie is, I think it was called gun kata. I could be confusing it with something else, but it's like, it's gun fu. It's just like martial arts with guns. It would have been the perfect world for my gun chucks.
Oh yeah. Bring up gunchucks to Zaris. They'll love it.
Please don't.
They will
Please
love
don't.
it.
Please don't. They're gonna take that dumbass shit into
I have
4 nights.
absolutely no intention of doing anything that may make him be perceived as hotter.
Don't worry, that's all.
Good luck, babe.
So yeah, you're having your conversation with Boulder. So in the reliquary, there is like a mist of spores, essentially, that kind of like creates the illusion that it's not there. But you can see out of this halo of spores. And anybody who is looking at the horizon sees flocks of birds flying up out of the tree line and like away. Basically all around where you guys are in the woad. You see in the distance, because you guys are like you're elevated a bit, like, you know, there's still obviously a tree line above your guys' heads, but you're above layers of tree lines. And you see in the layers, as you're seeing these birds flock and you know, fly off, you see the limbs of a tree sort of shaking and just laying down. Like the whole tree just gets crushed, laid down by something. And then another, and then another. And it's like in a line. Like there's like a, you know, there's
What do you guys think?
line
the
of
odds
trees
are?
starting to
It's just a lot of ants taking a nap.
Probably not very.
but it's like too far away for you guys to really hear it. But you have like a pretty good like line of sight, essentially, like where you guys are. Like you can see out pretty far, and so, but it's like a very clear disturbance in the trees. And then you see another section of trees getting crushed in a trail, somewhat coming towards you guys, but again, it's pretty far.
What's the bet that that's for us?
We want to send Daru.
Yeah, someone's always fucking for us.
But just like from a distance.
Yeah.
So you're gonna send out Daru.
Mm-hmm.
Hold that thought.
Oh.
Does that look to be within 6 miles?
Yes.
Yep. I'm gonna primeval awareness that shit.
Remind me of the list. It's like everything.
Yeah.
That's draconic.
It's aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and the undead.
Got it. You sense undead.
Ah, fudge sickles.
Ham fact it up. Hey everybody.
Hi, God.
Hi, God.
The ham prompt for today is, if your character could change one thing about themselves, what would it be? Keeping it lighthearted.
Well, Rain was told 2 things that would make her better at access ball. If she was quicker and if she was more confident. So Rain wants to have more quickness, which is why she picked the manual of quickness of action. Maybe one day she'll work on her confidence.
She'll work on it or it'll work on her.
Or both. Probably both.
Yeah. Talarin. Well, if I could change anything about myself, honestly, it would be my temper. I know, like, you haven't really seen much of it. I'm pretty good at, like, keeping it under control. I've worked really hard, you know, to do that, but it's still there. So, yeah, I don't know. That'd be cool. I mean, it's kind of, I guess it runs in the family.
For Zevari, if she could change one thing about herself, she would wish that she had a better control over her emotions, all of her emotions. She's a person that, when she's allowed to, feels everything very deeply. And because of that sometimes makes it feel like those strong emotions rule out any sense that she may bring to a situation. Obviously, that has gotten her in some predicaments. So that would be her wish, that she could just better control or get a simmer down on her emotions.
If Dart could change one thing about himself, I would change the... I feel like engineering is the best word. I would change the engineering of my toe gaps so that crusties would not form.
Ooh.
Yeah, an inordinate amount of time has been spent picking them, which, while satisfying, is tedious. Just trying to keep it light.
Ham-fact it down.
This podcast is brought to you by our Patreon. Become a patron today at patreon.com/rollforthpod. Gain access to exclusive perks like premium ham facts. It's roughly double the ham. D-mail letters. Sorry folks, no nudes. Connect with our Discord community. Access Patreon exclusive campaigns. And more. Become a patron today.
You guys, I think it's bad.
Has anything good happened to us since we've gotten here?
What does bad mean to Dart? Well, that's true. But what does bad mean to Dart?
I sense that it is quite specifically undead. I can't tell if it's like one big undead thing or like a mass of undead stuff. But it's undead.
Giant zombie?
Please, no.
Or like enough zombies.
I think we're out of genre for that.
Could you imagine a giant-sized zombie?
Who are you talking to?
God.
And yes, I can.
Talaran, who has just come back, his like eyes are a little puffy from crying. He's like, that sounds scary.
Oh, honey. Yeah. We had a good talk.
Yeah.
Are you sending out Daru still?
Yeah.
Okay, so you send out Daru and you're looking through Daru's eyes. Daru is gonna do like a sweep over the area. Is Daru kind of flying down low or like more overhead? Like because you guys are kind of elevated from what the scene that you're seeing. So do you want Daru to fly down into it or like just keep an overhead?
Keep an overhead view to start with.
Okay. So Daru has to fly against like several groups, flocks of birds, like regular birds that live in the woad. There are hella birds in the woad. You don't always see them, but they're all over the place. This place is rife with just life, teeming. And so he's like occasionally snapping at them, and like he smacks into one for a second.
He's definitely using a singer to like side eye.
If you're looking through Daru's eyes, you can see that the birds are flapping away frantically and like panicked and like sometimes in random directions. They're running into each other. They seem like spooked, and Daru can see that like. Just like so, like there are birds flying out of the tree line, right, and flying up and like away as much as they can. But there are also birds that are like swooping around right at the top of the tree line, and they are all red-tailed hawks, and it becomes pretty evident because like just looking at them for a moment, like. Daru sees that like some of them are like partial birds. They're not even like all whole. There's some with like exposed bone.
Are they?
They are undead hawks.
Daru did see the incident with Dart.
Yeah, so
and the hawks previously.
Yeah,
so
so he like recognizes. Yeah, and there's like swarms of them. Entire swarms of them. And they're kind of like they're surveying the area. For a moment, some of the undead hawks had gotten eyes on Dart, and they seem to have been kind of following him, chasing him, but he was able to lose them.
Yeah.
It seems like right now they don't have. Like they're just kind of like again they're surveying the area, so they aren't like attacking something or following anything specifically. They're like looking for something or someone. Do you want Daru to fly over the presumably large creatures that are crushing trees and terrifying the local wildlife? So Daru will swoop overhead, and the creatures that are. I'm trying to think of like. So basically, Daru sees these rather large, like think bigger than like an ogre or like a troll, but not taller than like the tall trees in the wood. Reptiles that are bipedal. They have large, like massive jaws and like a big sort of oversized head for their body, and they're kind of
Totodile?
like a low center of gravity.
Oh my god, it's Totodile.
And they have little arms, and they are clearly undead. Missing massive sections of muscle and there's just exposed bones. One of the legs of this creature is just all bone. And they're the biggest fucking lizards. And they're like dragon-sized lizards, essentially. Danks size, right? And they're kind of skulking through the trees, and they're they have just a mouth full of sharp teeth, tiny little eyes right on the tops of their heads here, and they're just smashing their heads into trees and stomping on them and shouldering them and just kind of making a path as they're kind of, and they're just.
As Daru is seeing this, behind these creatures, is there anybody else, any humanoids, caravans, traversing the now clear path?
Not that Daru sees.
Okay.
Daru would probably have to fly down closer because the tree coverage is pretty. It's pretty good. And there's nothing in the clear part of the path that Daru can see. But he can't, or Daru can't, there's no guarantee that there aren't, smaller humanoids in the area.
I'll have Daru dip down to see if there's humanoids in the area.
Okay. So, Daru dips down, and as Daru does that, immediately hawks take notice and start just swarming, rapidly swarming and starting and they're starting to peck and grab him, and claws just grasp onto Daru's wings. Mm-hmm. Daru's probably lashing, trying to sting, and they're trying to pull. They're literally trying to flap and pull Daru apart.
These fucking brutes.
They're coming in with their beaks and they're. Daru can roll for initiative against a swarm of undead hawks.
You said that they're all touching him?
I mean, not all of them, but there's a handful of them touching him, yeah.
Okay. I might have something really fucking funny.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to make sure that this works the way I think it does.
And they're just voiceless, just
going in.
Just voids for eyes, just grabbing and pecking and tearing at the detriment of their own bodies, even.
Oh, fuck.
They're part of their beaks break off.
Yeah, exactly. It's just awful, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. The funny thing that I could do, I'm gonna call Daru back home.
Poof.
Fuck you, hoes.
Daru is very grateful.
It's okay, Daru.
Daru's okay, but yeah, just a little shook up, Daru's been through some shit already, so it's not this is super unusual. It's just, It was kind of overwhelming just being completely swarmed, and there was just feathers falling out everywhere. I feel the field of vision was probably pretty bad, but go ahead and roll perception. Because were you looking through Daru's eyes?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
It's not gonna be high. 11.
You didn't see anything. No, yeah, you just
Just
It was
so
just
the
too much.
eyeless birds.
yeah, it was just too much. But you did see these large reptilian creatures.
I'm gonna let everyone else know about what Daru saw and went through.
Big heads and vicious teeth.
Is this... We don't know much about Lokara. What kind of moves does she do?
Hey, Talon.
The birds are definitely like a Lokara thing, 100%.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sorry to have to ask you.
No,
Thank you.
She's a fucking freak, honestly.
Is she like a necromancer? Is that like her thing?
I mean, she can do all kinds of shit. I don't even understand it, honestly. Like, it's like, I mean, she's a respected elder and has always been very powerful, but like, suddenly it's just at the last, recently has become a lot more powerful and a lot more versatile. And like I said, she started doing weird shit to the Blood Skull, Anyway. Yeah,
Thank you.
Without a doubt, this is Lokara. I didn't realize that she had this kind of power.
Thank you for sharing.
Would it be out of character for her to accompany this monster? Or do you think she just kind of sent it on its way? Just given what you know about her and how she's been acting lately.
I could see her using the birds like you used Daru. She is sitting back.
Yeah, I'd say she's like more of a manipulate her minions kind of person.
If you're a smart mage, then that makes sense.
She'll come out herself if there's particular interest in something. But she's probably trying to figure out where she should, she's not going to waste her time looking around with her minions. She's going to wait for them to find what she's looking for and then approach, probably, I would assume. If that's what she wants, or if she just wants them to fucking kill us and tear us apart, then that's probably what's going to happen if we go out there. I hope spores work on zombies.
Well, assuming what she wants is us, or whoever's been fucking her stuff up.
We need to make sure that they don't come this way.
We need to get far away from here.
They need to know that we're getting away from here.
I don't know how they would the dragon's reliquary is protected by some kind of magic.
Even if it
is it protected
monster
or just hidden?
Or just hidden.
But what I'm wondering is is the fact that they're headed kind of in our direction just a coincidence? Or is there some way that she's tracking us that we don't know about?
I feel like they wouldn't be sweeping.
I would not leave anything up to chance anymore.
Because I don't want to...
coincidence, I should say.
I don't want to try and fight this fight. These things are as big as the dragon. That's not going to be an easy fight. And even if we did win it, we'd be so softened up that she could come in and then kill us. If we even survived the fight.
Oh no. Ew. Yucky. We have fought bigger and badder. But I understand those things softening us up for her to come in for the sweeping kill.
It's now they're just close enough for you guys to hear the crackle of trees whenever they smash one over. They're sort of vaguely headed in the direction of you guys, but not in a straight line, if that makes sense. And Daru attracted a ton of hawks. And one of the creatures has turned and started walking in that direction and just smashing over trees.
I am of the opinion that we should hunker down. Try to avoid this patrol. And then see...
I think the Danks is going to be really mad if we lead them here, says Talron.
Yeah, that's also probably true.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Do you think that we should wake up? Should we wake up Danks?
Who's we? It's getting close to sundown.
Like-
Or it is sundown now, yeah.
Because
So-
maybe he has insight of what we should be doing.
I woke him up last time.
I'll wake him up.
Didn't he almost kill you for that?
Yeah, but see, like, what are our options, you know? Like, we gonna try and lead them away and hope we escape? Fight them and potentially die?
And hope to escape. Alright. Well, I'll wake up a dragon.
How do you wake up Verdinks?
I'm not as sophisticated as Dart and not gonna touch his butt.
Everybody thought that was a good idea at the time.
Yeah, that's how I remember it too.
I sit next to them and let them like sniff like naturally, like when they breathe in, I feel like my crystal reishi spores will get swept up into it, and I try to like slowly gently wake him up, maybe with a song. A song of rest, so he can rest more efficiently.
Okay.
You know, but like as a way to like wake him up.
Okay. Roll performance.
Ooh. 15.
You hear like a kind of like a rumble as he sort of shifts and starts to lift his head.
Hey, sleepy drag.
He no longer looks like a big rock, and he, you know, his dragon self is starting to form and reveal, and he kind of shakes up, and there's like bugs crawling out from underneath him and everything, and he's like, my alarm was going off in 5 minutes.
I know, but there's someone outside that's trying to attack us, potentially.
So you've already brought trouble to my reliquary.
No, we don't know that for
I
sure.
don't know that. We wanted to see what you would like us to do. How would you like us to protect this reliquary?
And he stretches, stands up in his full height, and pads over to like a lookout sort of area. And
It's Lokara's doing. She is a threat to us all as she is here.
the necromancer.
Yes. We don't know if she's looking for us, but regardless, if she found this place,
And he's just like looking over everything, surveying.
regardless if we were here or not, she would find this place one way or another. But we're not strong enough to take them down, and her, and the city of the corruption that's happening here. This is all just too big for us. So if what we can do right now is to keep them from coming here, we just need we just want to know what to do. What you would want us to do.
We must secure the children. And Verdinx turns his big body, and his like tail kind of swoops around and sort of follows the like curve of his spine, if that makes sense, as he turns. And it like kind of goes like by your head almost, but he doesn't hit you. He has tremendous control, and he starts to like step towards, the cave and walk into it. And if you guys like follow him or whatever, he immediately is like, we must evacuate the children. Jambet is like, what do you mean? What's going on? It is not safe. Please allow me. And he lifts his like one wing that he doesn't like keep still. He lifts his wing.
I wanted to look at that, and I forgot that was a thing.
I think, Dart had offered to look at it. He was like, don't touch it.
He said no thank you.
Don't touch it. So yeah, he's like lifting his wing, and he's like, please, quickly. And all of the frog can look at you, Dart, and they're like,
Come along, children, hurry.
and they all sort of like hop up and they like kind of stick
Oh.
to, you know, the mossy underside of Verdinx. And Boulder like goes to climb up and Verdinx is like, no, not you.
Yeah.
And Boulder looks kind of confused, but it's like, okay, I mean, I'm not a kid, so
Yes,
I guess that's fine.
Boulder, you stay with me.
It's for the best that I fight with my king.
Kids,
anyway.
keep your hands and arms inside the dragon, and we're out of here.
And so Danks will gently sort of fold his wing in and like tuck all of the frog king just gently under his wing. And you can see that he's made like a sort of like a tent, you know, if that makes sense, like a pocket, as if he was like cupping them with the hands, but it's just his wing against his body. And he starts walking out of the cave, and he walks over to the spot where he like lays down, and he doesn't like explain anything. He just immediately goes over there, walks, and starts to kind of like do the circle thing as if he's going to lay down again. And he kind of nudges with his snout the ground, and you can see like it's actually like kind of soft, like the ground underneath him. And he then starts to sort of scratch at it with his claws. He creates just like a little bit of a dip. And then right as he does that, he kind of presses his head down and just starts to like very rapidly like rotate his body. It's his huge body. And he's like drilling and digging down into the earth. And he just very rapidly just starts tunneling down. And the tunnel right behind him is just collapsing. Like literally you couldn't follow him, if that makes sense.
And Zevari and I are looking at each other like,
I fucking knew it.
secret tunnel. Oh my fucking
And you just hear like a rumble and Danks is just gone. Like I said, like the tunnel just collapses behind him immediately. And Talron's eyes are like huge and Drift is like, what was that?
Just go with it, man. Just go with it.
Talron's like, that's interesting. It was,
I had a theory about this.
it's a lot like molars.
Like teeth?
what I thought.
No, we have they're kind of like boars. They're like an animal that
They did.
have domesticated, and they burrow. They burrow, and it's like kind of like a corkscrew sort of burrow. It's interesting.
It's a mole.
A molar. Oh, I got you. I got you. The whole thing is the mole.
Okay, got it.
Oh, I never thought about it like that.
They're invasive.
Oh. But yeah, so Danks has retreated with all of the frogkin except for Boulder and Dart.
So I guess he told us to take care of it.
That's not what I expected.
What did you say to him, Rain?
I asked him what he wanted us to do. That the necromancer is coming, and
this was his response.
yeah.
Talron's like, at least the kids are safe? Right? They are safe, right?
It's probably safer than us right now.
I imagine.
Can they all breathe underground?
But like I was imagining them as like the carnival rides where you spin really fast, but then you like you're spinning so fast you stick to the side.
The gravitron?
Oh my God. Yeah.
I was,
yeah.
Side note, I went on that one time and only once, and I suffocated and blacked out.
Yeah.
Those things are fucking
Threw up
insane.
I love
anytime.
I've
I
thrown
love
up
the gravitron.
thrown up so many times on that thing. Not on it, but after.
I haven't thrown up on it, but I have like stepped off of it and like slipped off the stairs and like busted my shit from being dizzy.
When I emerged, I was like, Mother, I couldn't breathe for like 3 minutes.
My mother.
And then there's Dart and just like walks all over it.
I'm gonna
now
cast Vigilant Blessing on myself.
Ooh.
We need art of all the characters riding the Gravitron, and they all look freaked out except for Dart, who's standing like entirely sideways on it, just like drinking a cup of tea, unfazed.
Oh my goodness, it's none of my business.
The large creatures rumble closer. At this point, you're able to feel just like a slight tremble in the ground. And you can hear like the crackling of the trees and whatnot. But they're, again, not exactly, they're just kind of like shambling around closer and closer. Rain.
No. It's because I was looking at my sheet.
There's something in the back of your mind that just like it's like okay. I guess okay, here's how I would describe it. Have you ever been like trying really, really hard to like remember something and then like you can't figure it out, but days later you remember it and you're like, oh yeah!
Harley Rake. Sorry, I just did that recently and that's what it was.
Oh, yeah, exactly like that. That's the kind of feeling you feel in your head, right? And you don't know why or how, but you know without a doubt that an animal master is near.
Beastmaster.
Another monk, a master of animals. And you remember that the raven did tell you that another master is approaching, but nothing else. And now it's like you sense them. It's like you could feel them, and you can feel which direction they're in.
Oh, great.
Vaguely in the direction of these creatures. In addition, it immediately occurs to you that
They can feel me too.
Yep.
They're tracking through me.
No.
Rain.
Fiddle faddle.
Now that they are close enough, like masters can sense each other.
I have to go, guys.
What do you mean you have to go? What do you mean they're tracking you?
I can't tell you. I don't know, but I have raveny senses right now, and my master of raisins is
You don't even like
raisoning.
raisins.
I know I hate raisins, and
You're
that's-
not making any sense, says Boulder, and that's coming from me.
Fuck.
I got these feathers and these powers because of this link, and there are other animal masters who are monks that do the same thing but with different animals, and I don't know how I know this, but I know one's near, and I know that they know that I'm near, and that they know I'm here, and I can't be here.
Well, good thing they don't know you have companions.
We are in for a fight.
So we either trap them, lure them into something, which I hope is not here.
Can you tell if this person means you any harm in the first place?
I don't think so.
You just sense their presence.
Maybe they're not mean. God, that's a big ask.
Dart, by the way, I don't know, you probably didn't mention this to them, but you fought a monk. Like, and you killed a monk. You fought and killed a monk. So it's like, you know that they must have martial artists.
That's true, I did fight a monk.
Okay, so they probably do.
You fought a monk?
Yeah. When I was rescuing Boulder, when he signaled me with the silent alarm.
Oh, that's right. My brain is...
I murdered the shit out of him.
Okay. But it wasn't... He must have learned from him. Or whoever...
Hold that thought for just 1 second. I'm gonna cast protection, protection from evil and good and all that shit on you.
And all that jazz.
What's that spell called? Protection from evil and good. Yeah. I'm gonna cast that on you. now undead that make attack rolls on you do so at disadvantage.
If you guys are watching, like, the tree line to kind of gauge where the creatures are, Rain, like, the instant you realize, like, oh shit, there's a master, everything stops for a few seconds and then continues to move more deliberately in the direction that you guys are. They're probably, they're like still several hundred yards away at this point. So you have time to react to their passage. And just know that there are undead hawks everywhere as well.
I would like to... Guys, I think I need to go invisible and just go in a different direction. And then you follow behind them and we pincer attack.
I am scared of you being alone.
Rain, aren't you still, like, recovering?
Yes, vaguely.
Zevari gives you the look.
Do you want to come with me?
Yes, I do.
Or maybe frog girl frog?
I don't think splitting up is a good idea.
I can't let you leave us like that again, Rain.
Drift is like, I agree. I don't think you should. It can't be on you. Come on.
But it is on me. That's how they're finding us.
How do you know that?
They're finding you, not us. Let's use that to our advantage. Let's keep it together.
Do they even know it's you?
They know it's a master. And there's only one master of an animal thing in this thing other than me. Or you know what I mean. I don't know. Then what do we do?
Stick together.
I feel like we need to set up an ambush. If they don't know you're there, they don't know you're here. We don't know that. I feel like they know Dart.
How are we gonna get past all these hawks?
I'm
not exactly a stealthy guy. Drift's like, I can get past anyone except when I'm captured.
that wasn't your fault, though.
Very convincing.
Sorry.
We could go invisible. I can turn myself and a few other people invincible. I don't remember the number because I've leveled up.
That would help us with the hawks, but not me with the master.
Boulder says, I can turn invisible.
And you can turn Dart invisible. Talrin, though.
I think I can probably get Talrin, too. Because I have to upcast invisibility.
This is... what do you want to do, Talrin? This is your line in the sand, sir. Are you with Lucara?
Well, no. I'll kill some zombies, but, like...
If you're not ready, Talrin, you should stay here.
Do you trust me if I went with you?
Of course. I would, at least.
He gives you just, like, an ounce of baby girl eyes just for a second.
I said this before, that we want to trust you. But that's up to you.
Let's go.
And then we all go invisible.
Pro tips for the DMs at home. The most important part of your battle mat is legibility. It's okay if it's ugly. If it clearly communicates shit to the players, that's more important.
Indeed. We will kill it the same.
Two really big fuckers in a clearing. And there's hawks everywhere.
Before we get to them, I want to sit, even maybe like, I just want to try to see if I can connect with the other dude, the Raven dude. Not the Raven dude, the Master dude. Or not dude, person.
We don't know.
We don't know. Or like sense where they're at still. Or like, as we get closer to them, kind of keep tracking them, maybe.
I'm tracking. You guys are starting to approach. And Rain, so you're Your sensing of this master is only vaguely directional. It's not like you can tell exactly where they are or how far away they are. It's kind of just like a pull. But it's kind of like following a breeze, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't like triangulate their exact location. But it is staying consistent with the creatures. And you're starting to get closer now. You see kind of like just, are you guys you guys are invisible?
Mm-hmm.
Is everyone invisible?
Yeah. I wouldn't. There are probably night drakes too. I wouldn't like put past them that there's more on the ground.
You start to see large reptilian feet and exposed bone and flesh. You can smell like just rot everywhere. The hawks are giving off a stench. You can tell as you guys are traveling through that the majority of the quote unquote normal wildlife has receded or is hiding or has left. The woad has grown still, as it often does when something disturbs it. Rain, you can tell that the master is near, but not like it kind of feels like the master is keeping a certain distance from these undead creatures, if that makes sense. Like they're maintaining, like you can't exactly triangulate distance and stuff, it's just kind of a feeling, but it feels like, they're not right on top of the creatures. That if you guys engaged with the creatures and the animal master joined in, there'd probably be a delay of at least a few seconds before the animal master arrived. Like that's how far back they are staying.
Okay.
That being said, if you guys approach well enough to see what you're dealing with, I will show you. But you'll have to roll stealth. With advantage because you're all invisible.
Oh, Jesus. Glad I had that advantage. 24. No, 22. Sorry, 22.
And Boulder got a 21.
I also got a 21.
Talron got an 18.
20. He's my inspiration.
Oh.
I didn't even roll a 10.
Oh. Even with advantage?
Yeah. I rolled a 3 and a 5.
Oof, duh.
Well, you roll with advantage again with...
Okay. 18. Because I rolled another 3.
Wow. Okay. So far, nothing has reacted to your presence. Rain, you can kind of assume that the animal master probably has some awareness that you are closer than you were. But again, it's not. It's kind of a nebulous feeling.
Mm-hmm. Dart, is there any specific moves or anything that you remember from fighting the monk before? I don't know. Give me insight on this guy. Person, human, maybe.
Sentient being.
This thing I'm connected to.
You're connected to a lot.
I fucking know.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, much like yourself, he did lots of punchies.
Okay, that's monk-like. Was there a certain form or a hand shape to his punchies?
I don't remember.
Okay. We're fighting a T-Rex! 2 T-Rexes! You said reptile and I was like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Of course it's a fucking T-Rex.
Totodile.
2 of them?
I mean, why would you know? Why would your character know what a T-Rex is?
Did we find your dinosaur area?
This better not be the fucking... I will say with these two big boys, I can hold off one through either banishment, hold monster, things like that. I have Wall of Force now, too.
I feel like my priority needs to be on the monk.
Well, just in case we have to deal with these a little bit sooner than expected, I can at least take one out for a little bit. Like a minute.
Yeah. And reminder that this is just the first wave if it's Lucara.
Yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race here.
If we get really banged up, I can heal us all back for full as well.
Okay. What are your thoughts, Dart? Can you take one of these guys?
Probably.
Just imagining like Legolas.
It still only counts as one.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't faced a master since
The first one.
the first one. Hi.
You got it. You got it.
Oh, we'll see.
Remember when I was like, maybe they're nice.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're a nice master.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I wonder what animal it is.
What seems jungly?
A jackal?
Oh.
I don't even know what a jackal is. What's a
Isn't it
jackal?
like a dog thing?
Okay.
I don't know.
Jackal. Jackal? Is it a jackal? Jackal. It wasn't the first.
Jackal!
If it wasn't right the first 10 times, why would it be right the next 10 times?
4. My obscure Bob's Burger reference for the day.
Okay, Crusaders. How are you guys going to approach this situation?
I'm gonna have Rain stay back up in a tree and just looking above and like out. Flux is the queen of the tree.
Huh. This looks kind of familiar. Rain up in a tree. Flux.
Oh yeah.
With the flowers.
Heart. So yeah, she's up in a tree and Flux is in his like spider crab form and preemptively going into Moonglide.
And invisible.
And invisible. So he's not making an attack.
So you just see like the branches of the tree.
Yeah, I'm just trying to connect to whatever the fuck is coming for us.
One of the zombie Rexes recklessly just smashes down a tree.
A Z-Rex
A Z-Rex!
instead of a T-Rex.
It's a Z-Rex, yeah, good point. So yeah, one of the Z-Rexes
This is another
smashing down the
natural horror that Zevari is witnessing that she has no words to describe. This is awesome.
and then like rolls the smashed tree over and like picks up like a deer and or some kind of mammal. You can't really even tell because it's kind of mangled and crushed and and as it's like eating, there's just like blood kind of falling out of under its like maw because it's not whole. And you can see as it like opens its mouth that there are additional undead bodies inside of its throat, reaching out and grabbing chunks of flesh and eating it.
It's a zomduckin.
It's like a Mary Poppins bag with zombies.
So that's number one, and then number two, it had like lowered its head for a moment. As it lifts its head and its like jaw is a little slack, a zombie just rolls out.
It was stuck between his teeth for the longest time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, guys.
And a zombie just rolls out of its mouth and just starts to like independently shamble. Talron's like, holy fucking shit. did she get this strong? I swear she couldn't do this before. What the fuck is this? Guys, we're gonna fucking die.
Shut the fuck up, Talon. I say that with peace and love, but shut the fuck up.
Boulder, like, looks at Talon and is like, and you're the best soldier they have. Talon's like,
Both of you shut the fuck up right now. Both of you.
they're like, you know, you can feel their, like, death stares at each other. But they're both invisible, so they can't even, like, stare at each other.
They're staring angrily somewhere.
Yeah. He's like, down here, asshole.
Oh, God.
And so they will slowly eke closer, and it's basically only a matter of time before they get close enough to smell you or sense you in some way. Rain's up in a tree. Zevari, what are you doing?
If I hold a spell, would that dissipate the invisibility?
Maybe like when you cast it, that it would drop your invisibility.
So, okay.
So yeah,
So-
like, I mean, like, basically, like, so essentially what you can do is you can, like, hold your action until a certain triggered event occurs, in which, when that event occurs, then you cast the spell and you become visible,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't, by just saying, I'm readying this spell, that isn't revealing you.
Okay.
But when you cast the
But
spell,
when I let
that
go,
reveals
that
you.
would. Okay.
And, you know, granted, like, you know, you're still gonna have to roll initiative and whatnot.
Yeah. I'm going to ready banishment on the first one, the TZ one.
Z-Rex one.
Yeah. So, and whatever sets that off is if any of my companions become visible. I feel like that's...
Okay. And where are you can you move yourself
Yeah.
while she's moving herself? Dart. What is your plan? And Boulder's like, my king. I mean, Dart. What do you wish me to do?
They're both hiding, and you've readied a spell, but you haven't made a move.
I could throw up fire and you walk behind it and you, like, make your presence known.
That's okay. Given that I've seen them knock over various trees, I'm gonna tell Boulder to stay close to Zevari, and
What is my directive? I will stay close to the priestess, but what then?
I mean, we're definitely gonna get into a scrap here, but just, you know, try to stay in between her and the enemy so that she doesn't get attacked directly.
Understood.
You know, if you're able, I suppose.
And he pads off over towards Zevari. And invisible, he'll be like, Zevari, I am told to defend you.
Not your king?
No,
Sorry about it.
I'm hoping there are orcs here.
Is this map? Am I taking this quite literally? Like, is that like a pond off to my left or something?
So you should take the map pretty literally. The only thing is that they aren't ponds, they're just puddles from the recent rain, but they're like deep, you know, semi-deep puddles. So like maybe like a foot or two deep at most. But like, so there's like some water there, but it's not like deep water, if that makes sense. And it's not always there. It's just, this area is wet right now. And for those at home, they are in a dense jungle area with a few small ponds and downed trees. The Z-Rexes are facing the majority of the party, Rain, Zevari, Boulder, and they're going in that direction, sort of towards the reliquary. Vaguely, it's in that direction. And I guess you could say, anyway, whatever. And Dart is kind of sneaking around the side. Can we have Talarin? He's gonna stick by Range Tree, and Drift is sort of like kind of positioning themselves in a way that they could hopefully reach any party member to aid them if needed. His Drift is like a support
Short
kind of guy. Yeah. So with that, it is time to roll for initiative.
Have my Oracle ability that allows me to make a nature check to identify the weak points in one creature. DC for this is 10 plus half the creature's challenge rating rolled down. And it's something I can see, so there's only 2 things that I can see.
Okay.
Or 3 things in the zombie, but it's
I
whatever.
can't remember what the weakness entails. Like, it just gives you a bonus, right? It's not like...
Yeah, I get to add proficiency to my attack rolls.
And the DC is
10 plus half.
the challenge
Yeah.
rating.
I wish it was one that I could sense too. That'd be so cool, but it's just that I could see.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Dirty 20.
Okay. You succeed. Basically, like sections with exposed bone, you can see that the bone has deterioration, and that those spots would probably like crack easily when like struck. You know, like if that makes sense. Like those are the obvious weak points.
Okay.
What's the initiative rolls?
Oh, damn. Nat 20 plus 4, so 24.
18.
15.
Can you roll for Boulder and you roll for Talarin and you roll for Drift?
Talon got a natural 17.
Okay.
Natural 10.
And what did Boulder have?
I rolled a 4.
A 4. The big initiative, as always. Okay, so Rain, who was, of course, like, waiting, goes first.
How far am I from them?
50 feet. So
We got an attack? I think that's what I'm, like, looking at
the
invisible
initiative
faces.
is Rain, Xerex 1, Zevari, Talarin, Dart, Xerex 2.
You can.
Drift, and then Boulder.
I'm planning, whenever we become visible, I'm planning on trying to banish the first one.
So, Rain, it's up to you to decide how you guys want to approach it.
My instincts are to wall of fire. Just on them. Like, start it off right at the gate. So let's do that. I want to make it difficult for the person to determine that I am besides the tattoos, of course. Or like where exactly the monk is. So I'm trying to hit it with some, not all, but just some of my fire capabilities. Or just like capabilities in general. And I do feel like it's more and more blue.
And how long would you like to make the line? This is 6 feet.
Mm-hmm. That's, yeah. If
So
we could maybe...
essentially something like that.
Yeah. I want the full 60. I want them to still be able to see I feel like they still will be able to in the fire, but I just, so that like there's no, it doesn't affect my teammates. Funny question. Could I use my wall of fire and my candle inside at the same time? Sometime?
I mean, I guess I don't see why not.
The earth is my candle.
Dwarf shit.
Okay, so you throw down your wall of fire, so they immediately have to make dex saves.
17.
They both pass. They're very, very dexterous for big guys, I guess.
22 damage. So 11. 11.
I won.
Oh, and then one of them has a +4.
Number 1, or was it number 2?
It was number 1. I did my...
Okay, so 15 damage to number 1. And they're in the fire. And it's like they kind of react, but it's not like in pain. It's just like recognition. And their heads kind of swing over and like sort of in your direction. You're visible now at the top of the tree. So Zevari, you are casting banishment, which is convenient. It's your turn anyway. So go ahead. Throw out that banishment.
They need to make a charisma save.
Which one?
Is your thing like staying active on number 1?
On both of them. Or wait, what thing?
Is it your oracle ability? That's on number 1. Yeah. Well, then I'm going to put on number 2. I will banish.
It's a charisma save?
It's a charisma save.
You
yeah.
bitch.
These super charismatic.
How dare you?
Mwah.
Well, that... Oh, look, a nat 20. I
Fuck
just
you. Show me right now.
Oh man, that would have been so fucking good if it was.
What does a 3 get me?
It gets you the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
And he is gone for a whole minute.
That's 10 rounds that you're getting rid of my Z-Rex. That's not nice. That's actually quite mean.
The first fucking round.
Look, I am best at controlling the battlefield.
Oh, I was gonna give her Bardo too.
Hey, Zevari, make an Arcana check.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Oh. 23.
With a 23, as you're like banishing the Z-Rex, you can feel that its origin is on this plane, but I guess how am I gonna put this? It's like you can tell that this creature was conjured as opposed to like created. Like as opposed to like straight up created, if that makes sense. Like in the sense of maybe something else created it before it was like conjured, but that this particular iteration was like summoned in some way. It's just like a kind of, it's just like a feeling, if that makes sense. Like it's like a trace of its magic. Essentially, you can assume that they aren't keeping this thing in a cage. Right? They're calling it forth from somewhere. Yeah, so gone. Talon is going to... He's kind of like waiting. He's like going to wait until it approaches. What the fuck?
These yucky things.
Poof, be gone. Thank you for listening to Roll Forth. This has been the Empire Initiative featuring Samaria Hawkins as Lady Zevari / Lady Litria, Ryan Musgrove as King Dart of the Hopkins, Rachel Voss as Rain Vosgrove, and our wonderful MD, Shanna Cantu. Make sure to follow our socials, like, subscribe, do all the things, and yeah, please stay safe, friends.
Also, I like that everyone is, it's like, Rain, stop. Stop.
Enough is enough.
I'm like, what in the fuck? That's Rain. But everybody tells her, don't go alone. Yeah, please.
Bro, it was successful.
Mind you, Zevari said, I can't let you go alone again.
I know. I was like, oh my god.
Like, okay, well, maybe.